I killed someone in self-defense 7 years ago and I think it's starting to fuck me up. I don't know why I'm here tbh, haven't used Reddit in 4 years apparently. Long story short, about 7 years ago, my girlfriend, now ex, and I were walking home from a bar when we were attacked by a drunk man. In the process of fighting him off, I threw him down and his head slammed against the curb. I don't feel like getting into the gory details, but needless to say, he didn't make it. What's weird is I have never once felt guilt. This guy 100% initiated the altercation, there were multiple witnesses and even a video camera, so there were no legal repercussions. I was okay after it happened. Shaken up, obviously, but like, all things considered, it was okay. My GF and I broke up a couple months later. We both knew why, and it just sucks. But it is what it is. The thing is, I think the reason why it was okay for so long was that everyone around me knew that it happened, and supported me. It was talked about openly with those I was close with. My parents were incredible. I was okay. I'm not okay now. It's really hard to say how much of it is because of what happened and how much is unrelated, but my life has been spiraling out of control for the past year or so. I got diagnosed with anxiety about a year ago. Which is a little weird, cause I'm in my late 20s and never really had issues with anxiety. And holy fuck, did the anxiety ever escalate quickly. It went from not dealing stress too well, to full-blown panic attacks. I know COVID didn't help with that. But regardless, just as I was starting to get a solid career going, this shit has come out of nowhere. As for the whole killing a man thing, I found myself thinking about it a lot more the past few months. I've purposely avoided information about this person's identity, who they were, etc. Just because I thought it would be easier. In my mind, I've reduced them to the violent, provocative piece of shit that attacked us. Lately I've struggled with the idea that it could have been a good person having a bad day, or just the alcohol acting on their behalf. I dunno. I think the biggest reason why it's sort of been coming back now after not really worrying about it for years is because I don't talk about it anymore. Like I said, when it happened I had a lot of friends who knew and my parents were great. Now I've sorta lost contact with those friends who knew, and my parents don't bring it up anymore, which I think is probably for the best. But I guess there's guilt now. It just doesn't seem right that it's something that I've moved on from. I've been diagnosed with anxiety disorder, never been diagnosed with depression. Don't know what I'm doing here honestly. Definitely not suicidal, just, I don't know. Aimless? Lost I guess. I know I have to see a professional at some point, kinda just procrastinating at this point. So guess I'm doing a trial run on fucking Reddit. Hi. Woman here. I've processed the guilt we naturally feel when we protect ourselves from men who are shitty to us. I used to feel guilty. Man obnoxiously takes up space, I asked him not to, politely, as if he wasn't doing it on purpose. Man puts me in an uncomfortable place on purpose to guilt me into sex. I felt like I had to put him down, without hurting his feelings. With some experience, I've learned that these feelings are getting in my way and are unnecessary. I don't need to avoid hurting someone who was trying to hurt me, trying to steal my time and attention, trying to use me as a masturbation toy. It sounds like you're struggling with something similar, and maybe you're getting in your own way. It is unlikely, though, I guess possible, that he was forcibly or inadvertently intoxicated, or that this was the first time he'd been drinking. This man likely knew he was a belligerent drunk, maybe even prone to sexual aggression when drunk, and he chose to get shit-faced and endanger everyone else and himself. You were there with your girlfriend, you protected both of you, and you made it through. If you can, think of releasing yourself from the guilt. He had already endangered himself. He likely knew the risk he was running, chose to take it, and the risk materialized. If it hadn't been you, it might have been someone else or something else that took him. He chose to endanger both of you. Thanks to you, your girlfriend escaped a possibly grisly situation with some mental trauma and no physical trauma. You should be damn proud of that. Maybe with training you can react to diffuse the situation rather than escalate the violence, but that's really a tall order and much too much to demand of anyone in that situation, including you. I hope you can keep living without letting this man destroy any more of your energy. Hit the subscribe button to get notified of every video I upload. Thanks for watching.